Martin Scorsese has allegedly been trying to get this film made since 1990, describing it as you get older, ideas come and go. Questions, answers, loss of the answer again, and more questions, and that is what really interests me. Yes, the cinema and the people in my life and my family are most important, but ultimately, as you get older, there's got to be more. Much, much more. The very nature of secularism right now is really fascinating to me, but at the same time, do you wipe away what could be more enriching in your life, which is an appreciation or some sort of search for that which is spiritual and transcends? That's one of the reasons why I made the George Harrison documentary. Silence is just something that I'm drawn to in that way. It's been an obsession. It has to be done. It's a strong, wonderful, true story. A thriller in a way, but it deals with those questions. Now, this story has already made it to the silver screen. A 1971 version, directed by Mashiro Shinoda, was entered into the Cannes Film Festival that year, and of course, both films are based upon a 1966 novel of historical fiction by Japanese author Shusaku Endo, recipient of the 1966 Tanizaki Prize. It has been called Endo's Supreme Achievement and one of the 20th century's finest novels. And if it seems like I'm taking a while to talk about the actual film, that's because there isn't that much to say. Father Sebastian Rodriguez, Andrew Garfield, fielding a magnificent mane of lion-like hair, and Father Francisco Guape, Adam Driver, who spends the entire film looking like a drowned rat, travels to Japan in order to find Father Cristivo Ferreira, Liam Neeson, who has been removed from a place where he wishes to be by people who he wishes were not doing so. I should have really liked this film. After all, someone being sent into a hostile country unsure of who to trust on a probably suicidal mission to rescue a comrade is basically the plot of Rambo First Blood Part 2, if Rambo never touched a weapon. Or did anything violent. And for the first hour or so, I did like it. I liked the way it was shot. I liked the way that in a film called Silence, the soundtrack was mostly just natural noises with occasional deafening silence. I liked Andrew Garfield's performance. I really enjoyed the way it shows the two priests continuing on with their work in the knowledge that if they and their congregation are caught, they will be tortured and horrifically killed. I even liked that they made the villain seem like a nice guy who was just trying to get everybody to see sense. Hell, I could even work with the fact that the film seems to have more narration and on-screen dialogue and has a repressive grey atmosphere hanging over every scene, or the fact that it seems content with not really providing any answers with regards to faith, consequences, or whatever conditioner Garfield is using. But there is so much that just doesn't work. The film grinds to a halt about an hour in, and we spend the rest of the film's seemingly 40 years of runtime repeating the same 3 scenes over and over and over and over again. Not that it had much momentum beforehand, but at least things were happening. One of the people I saw the film with slept through at least 20 minutes and seemingly didn't miss a thing. And the film's oppressive atmosphere repeatedly tips over into unintentional laughter, and the lack of any opening text means that it takes longer to settle into the film than I would have liked. No character receives any form of backstory, and one character that keeps reappearing, who I'll be charitable and call the comic relief, wore out his welcome to such an extent that there was an audible sigh every time he reappeared. Silence is 161 minutes long, and it is a slog. It was designed to be a slog, and it does that job very well. Sadly, towards the end, it comes across as nothing more than artsy torture porn. It was slow, grey, with characters who we learn nothing about and could so easily have done with 30 or 40 minutes being trimmed. Guys, this is an if nothing else film. If nothing else is on and you have to see a film about religious persecution, yeah, check this out. Otherwise, just don't bother. But what did you guys think? And what's been your favourite film set in Japan? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been a Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.